For our Ag Weekly segment, we're talking about the start of allergy season.
Emily Griffin tells us one sweet way to alleviate springtime allergies.
As plant life returns in the spring, many suffer from pollen allergies. Some doctors cure acute allergies by introducing the allergen in small amounts. In a way, these little winged doctors do the same.
Bees get their source of honey, pollen, nectar from local floral sources. And, this starts with dandelion in early seasons, and then gets into the clover crops, and then finally in the fall, the goldenrod crops. And those people that are allergic to, say, goldenrod, many beekeepers feel that the benefit of eating local goldenrod honey may help your allergies.
Severe allergies should only be treated by professionals, but minor sniffles and sneezes could be improved over time by buying local.
European studies indicate long use of local honey with pollen sources in it actually does help your allergies.
A spoonful when you're feeling sneezy won't be a cure-all, but making local honey a lifetime habit could help you and your local beekeepers.
You should shop for your local beekeeper and get the local honey that has those local pollen sources.
As we progress into springtime, the bees will come out when the flowers do, and fresh honey will be harvested starting around June. Emily Griffin, 7 News.